Welcome back to Senior Health Fixed, the channel where we focus on making your golden years healthier and more comfortable, starting with something many of us quietly struggle with: nighttime urination. It's more than just an inconvenience. It disrupts your sleep, drains your energy, and can lead to a cascade of health issues. But what if the solution wasn't in a pill bottle but in your fruit bowl? Yes, you heard that right. Certain fruits can actually help reduce how often you get up at night to urinate. And on the flip side, there are others that might be making the problem worse, even though they seem healthy. If you're tired of sleepless nights and constant trips to the bathroom, stay tuned, because we're diving into 5 fruits you should definitely be eating and 5 you might need to cut back on. Let's start by understanding the issue a little better. Nighttime urination, also called nocturia, becomes more common with age. It's often caused by a combination of factors: reduced bladder capacity, weakened pelvic muscles, changes in hormone levels, and even what and when you eat and drink. Many people don't realize that certain foods, especially fruits high in sugar or acidic compounds, can irritate the bladder or increase urine production, both of which make your nights harder. But before you swear off fruit altogether, here's the good news: some fruits actually support your urinary health. They have anti-inflammatory properties, help balance fluids, and even reduce bladder irritation. So, let's begin with the first fruit you should add to your daily routine if you want to keep those nighttime bathroom trips in check. Bananas are a low-acid fruit, rich in potassium and magnesium, two minerals that help regulate fluid balance in the body. They also contain fiber, which supports digestive health. Why does this matter for your bladder? Because when your bowels are backed up, they can put pressure on your bladder, increasing the urge to go, especially at night. Bananas are gentle on the digestive system and easy on the bladder, making them a perfect nighttime snack. But that's not all. Potassium helps your kidneys filter waste more efficiently, reducing the likelihood of fluid buildup that your body tries to get rid of while you're sleeping. Just don't overdo it. 1 banana a day is enough, ideally eaten in the evening a few hours before bed. Blueberries are tiny but powerful. They're packed with antioxidants, particularly anthocyanins, which have anti-inflammatory effects. Inflammation in the urinary tract or bladder can lead to frequent urges to urinate. Blueberries can help calm this down naturally. They're also low in sugar compared to other fruits, which is important because high sugar intake can increase urine output and irritate the bladder. Adding a handful of blueberries to your breakfast or a small bowl after dinner can make a big difference over time. They're also known to support cardiovascular health, which is closely tied to kidney and bladder function. Pears are another bladder-friendly fruit. They're high in water content, gentle on the digestive system, and not too acidic. What's unique about pears is that they contain a type of fiber called pectin, which helps keep your digestive system moving without irritating the gut. A calm gut often means a calmer bladder. 1 medium pear in the evening can satisfy your sweet tooth without spiking your blood sugar. Just make sure to eat them ripe, as unripe pears can sometimes be a little harsh on digestion. Now, this might surprise you. Watermelon is made up of about 90% water, so you might think it would make you urinate more. But in moderation, it can actually help regulate your hydration levels. If you stay consistently hydrated during the day, your body won't need to catch up by eliminating excess fluid at night. Watermelon also contains lycopene, a compound known for supporting prostate health in men, a common cause of nocturia. Just don't eat too much of it close to bedtime. A small portion in the late afternoon is ideal. Cherries, especially tart cherries, are a secret weapon for better sleep and better bladder control. They contain natural melatonin, the hormone that regulates your sleep cycle. If your sleep is deeper, your body will naturally suppress the need to wake up and urinate. Tart cherry juice has even been studied for its effects on sleep quality. Just be careful with the juice form. Look for unsweetened varieties to avoid added sugars. A small bowl of fresh or frozen cherries an hour before bed might do wonders for both your bladder and your sleep. Now, before you run to the grocery store, let's talk about the other side of the coin. Some fruits, while packed with vitamins, can actually do more harm than good when it comes to nighttime urination. Some fruits, while packed with vitamins, can actually do more harm than good when it comes to nighttime urination. That's because of their sugar content, acidity, or bladder-irritating compounds. Even though they're healthy in other ways, they can be the hidden culprits behind your frequent nighttime trips to the bathroom. So here are 5 fruits you should limit or avoid, especially in the evening if you want to sleep through the night peacefully. Let's start with the big one: oranges, grapefruits, lemons, and even tangerines. They're refreshing, loaded with vitamin C, and they might seem like a good choice during the day. But at night, not so much. The problem is their acidity. Citrus fruits are highly acidic, and that can irritate the bladder lining, triggering the urge to urinate more often and more urgently. Even a small glass of orange juice before bed can wreak havoc on your sleep. If you're craving something sweet, opt for low-acid fruits like pears or bananas instead. And if you must have citrus, make sure it's in the morning, giving your body all day to process it. This tropical fruit is delicious and juicy, but unfortunately, it's another bladder irritant. Like citrus, pineapple is highly acidic. It can cause inflammation or sensitivity in the urinary tract, especially in people who already have bladder issues or conditions like interstitial cystitis. Not to mention, pineapple is also high in natural sugars, which can cause a slight diuretic effect, increasing urine output. If you enjoy pineapple, try to have it earlier in the day and keep the portion small. For evening snacks, it's best to skip it altogether. Now, this one surprises a lot of people. Apples are generally considered healthy, but raw apples, especially their skins, can be tough on sensitive digestive systems and may stimulate the bladder. They also contain a fair amount of sugar and are somewhat acidic, which isn't ideal for nighttime. Cooked apples, like in a baked dish without added sugar, may be more tolerable for some people. But if you notice that eating raw apples makes you wake up more during the night, it might be time to swap them for something gentler. Grapes are sweet, juicy, and hydrating, but they're also high in fructose, a natural sugar that can stimulate the kidneys and lead to more urine production. They're also slightly acidic and, in some people, cause bladder irritation, and it's easy to overeat grapes, especially in the evening when snacking. A small handful can quickly turn into a bowlful, and suddenly your blood sugar and urine output are both up just in time for bed. If you enjoy grapes, consider switching to blueberries, which offer similar antioxidants but are much gentler on your system. Technically, tomatoes are a fruit and they're one of the worst offenders for bladder irritation. They're highly acidic and can contribute to both heartburn and an overactive bladder. Tomato-based sauces, juice, or raw tomatoes in salads at dinner can all increase your chances of waking up multiple times in the night. If you're serious about reducing nighttime urination, consider cutting out tomatoes in the evening for a couple of weeks and see if your symptoms improve. Many people notice a big difference just from this one change. Now, you might be wondering, why do these fruits have such a powerful effect on your bladder in the first place? It all comes down to how your body processes fluids, sugars, and acids. Your kidneys work 24/7, filtering out waste from your blood and producing urine. When you eat fruits that are high in sugar or acid, your kidneys kick into overdrive. They try to balance everything out by flushing excess fluids, which means more bathroom visits, especially when your body is at rest during sleep. And here's the thing, as we age, our bodies become more sensitive to these changes. The bladder becomes less elastic, the muscles that hold urine weaken, and the signals between your brain and bladder can get disrupted. All of this adds up to a frustrating cycle of broken sleep and fatigue, but it doesn't have to be that way. By simply choosing fruits that support your urinary system and avoiding the ones that irritate it, you can take a big step toward improving your sleep and overall health. And remember, it's not about cutting out fruits entirely, it's about being strategic with your choices and timing. In the next part, we'll explore how to combine these fruits into easy meals and snacks, so you're not just guessing at what to eat. We'll give you practical, delicious options that work for your lifestyle. So now that we've covered which fruits help and which ones hurt your sleep by affecting nighttime urination, let's talk about how to actually use this information in your everyday life. Because let's face it, knowing what to eat is one thing, but building it into habits that actually stick, that's where real change happens. And the best part, these changes don't have to be complicated or extreme. A few simple tweaks to your meals, snacks, and bedtime routine can go a long way in calming your bladder and helping you get the rest you deserve. Let's begin with breakfast. This is a great time to enjoy some of the bladder-friendly fruits we talked about, like blueberries, bananas, or pears. Why? Because your body has all day to process them, and they won't interfere with your sleep. You could make a simple, satisfying oatmeal bowl. Start with rolled oats, Add a sliced banana, a small handful of blueberries, and maybe a sprinkle of flax seeds. Not only is this combo soothing on your bladder, but it's also high in fiber, keeping your digestive system moving, which helps reduce pressure on your bladder. Another great breakfast option, a smoothie made with unsweetened almond milk, frozen blueberries, and half a banana. It's refreshing, easy to digest, and gives your body energy without triggering your bladder. Now let's move to lunch. This is where many people unintentionally set themselves up for nighttime trouble by loading their meals with tomatoes, citrus dressings, or pineapple in salads. A safer alternative is a mixed green salad with sliced pears, roasted chicken, and a simple olive oil dressing. Avoid vinegar-based dressings, which are acidic and can irritate the bladder. If you're a fan of sandwiches or wraps, swap out tomato slices for grilled zucchini or cucumber. Add some avocado for creaminess and a few pear slices for sweetness. This combination is both delicious and bladder safe. Dinner is where things get especially important, because what you eat and when you eat can directly impact how many times you wake up at night. Ideally, you want to have dinner at least 3 to 4 hours before bedtime. This gives your body enough time to digest and process fluids. Keep dinner light and balanced. Baked salmon or grilled chicken with a side of cooked vegetables and a small serving of whole grains like quinoa or brown rice is perfect. If you want a touch of sweetness, you can include a few slices of watermelon or a small ripe pear for dessert. Just make sure you're not eating too close to bedtime. Now let's talk snacks, especially evening snacks, because this is where a lot of people get into trouble without even realizing it. You might be watching TV or reading before bed and think, just a small fruit bowl won't hurt. But if it's full of grapes, apples, or citrus, you've just given your kidneys more work to do right when your body should be winding down. Instead, choose something like a small banana with a tablespoon of almond butter. This combo has magnesium, potassium, and a bit of healthy fat to stabilize your blood sugar and calm your nervous system. It can also help reduce muscle cramps and restlessness, both of which can interrupt your sleep. Another good option is a small handful of walnuts or pumpkin seeds paired with a few tart cherries or frozen blueberries. These fruits are not only gentle on your bladder, but they also support melatonin production, which can improve your sleep quality overall. And don't forget about hydration timing. One of the biggest mistakes people make is drinking too much fluid in the evening, especially with their fruit. While staying hydrated is essential, especially for kidney and bladder health, it's best to front-load your water intake earlier in the day. Here's a simple rule to follow. Drink most of your fluids before 6 p.m. After that, taper off. You can still sip water if you're thirsty, but avoid large glasses of water, juice, or tea after dinner. And definitely skip caffeinated beverages like black tea or soda. They're diuretics and will guarantee more nighttime trips to the bathroom. Let's talk quickly about habits. Even if your diet is perfect, if your routine is all over the place, your bladder might still act up at night. Here are 3 key lifestyle tips to combine with your bladder-friendly fruit choices. Try to go to bed and wake up at the same time every day, even on weekends. A consistent sleep-wake cycle helps regulate your hormones, including the ones that control urine production. Here's a trick that really works. Go to the bathroom once about 30 to 45 minutes before bed, then again right before you get under the covers. This gives your bladder 2 chances to fully empty, reducing the chance that you'll wake up again in an hour. Write down what you eat and drink when you go to the bathroom, and when you wake up at night. You might notice patterns like certain fruits triggering more trips, or specific snack times making things worse. This awareness can help you fine-tune your routine. Now, maybe you're thinking, okay, this all sounds good, but how long before I start noticing results? The answer depends on your starting point, but most people begin to see improvements in just a few days. Within a week of avoiding bladder-irritating fruits and focusing on those 5 bladder-friendly options, many people report deeper sleep, fewer bathroom trips, and a better mood during the day. And remember, this isn't about being perfect. It's about paying attention to how your body responds. If you love apples or tomatoes, you don't have to give them up forever. But if you're waking up 3 or 4 times a night, it might be worth experimenting with a short break and seeing how your body reacts. So, there you have it, from bladder-soothing bananas and cherries to the hidden irritants like pineapple and citrus. The fruits you choose can play a powerful role in whether you sleep soundly through the night, or find yourself staring at the bathroom light at 2 a.m. And remember, here at Senior Health Fixed, We believe that small, consistent changes are what create the biggest results, especially when it comes to your health in your later years. You don't need to overhaul your entire diet or follow some complicated regimen. Just being a little more mindful of what fruits you eat and when you eat them can lead to better sleep, more energy, and fewer frustrating interruptions during the night. If you're ready to give your body the support it needs to rest, heal, and function at its best, try adding those 5 bladder-friendly fruits to your routine this week. Notice how your nights go. Keep a little diary. And if you find yourself waking up fewer times or even sleeping all the way through, that's your body saying, thank you. And hey, if this video helped you or someone you care about, make sure to like, subscribe, and tap the notification bell so you never miss another simple solution from Seeing Your Health Fixed. We're here every week with real, natural ways to help you feel better, sleep better, and live fully without relying on more pills or guesswork. Until next time, take care of yourself, choose your fruits wisely, and sleep well. You've earned it.